Już zdarzyło ci się próbowanie odczytania tego tajemniczego spojrzenia? Ten moment, kiedy spotykasz wzrok z kimś wyjątkowym i zastanawiasz się, czy jest tam coś więcej. Prawda jest taka, że kobiety są mistrzyniami w komunikowaniu zainteresowania bez wypowiadania ani słowa. A co najciekawsze? Większość mężczyzn przegapia te subtelne sygnały, ponieważ nie potrafi ich poprawnie interpretować. Prawdopodobnie już straciłeś wiele okazji, nie zauważając, że wykazywała zainteresowanie. Dziś odkryję przed tobą sekrety kobiecego języka ciała, zwłaszcza poprzez spojrzenie, abyś nigdy więcej nie miał wątpliwości, czy naprawdę jej na tobie zależy. Przygotuj się na odkrycie znaków, które zmienią twój sposób interakcji z kobietami. Język niewerbalny jest potężnym narzędziem komunikacji, zwłaszcza gdy mówimy o romantycznych interakcjach. Kobiety przez całe dzieje rozwijały subtelne metody okazywania zainteresowania, które wykraczają daleko poza słowa. W przeciwieństwie do bezpośredniej deklaracji, preferują stosowanie dyskretnych sygnałów, które ujawniają ich prawdziwe intencje. Kulturowo kobiety zawsze odgrywały bardziej pasywną rolę w związkach, co uczyniło je ekspertkami w komunikacji niewerbalnej. To historyczne dziedzictwo przekształciło je w prawdziwe mistrzynie przekazywania wiadomości przez gesty, spojrzenia i prawie niezauważalne ruchy ciała dla nieuważnych oczu. Język ciała działa jak tajny kod, w którym każdy ruch, każde zboczenie spojrzenia może znaczyć o wiele więcej niż się wydaje. Obserwowanie tych szczegółów wymaga szczególnej uwagi i głębokiego zrozumienia wzorców zachowań kobiet. Nie chodzi tylko o to, aby widzieć, ale o naprawdę interpretowanie tego, co jest komunikowane. Sygnały niewerbalne zazwyczaj zachodzą w sposób całkowicie nieświadomy. Kobieta rzadko zdaje sobie sprawę, że wysyła wiadomości poprzez swoją postawę lub ruchy. To są spontaniczne reakcje, które ujawniają jej prawdziwe zainteresowanie, dużo wcześniej, zanim jakiekolwiek słowo zostanie wypowiedziane. Psychologicznie te zachowania są powiązane z mechanizmami przyciągania i selekcji partnerów. To resztki ancestralnych strategii zbliżenia, gdzie subtelność była kluczowa dla zapewnienia bezpieczeństwa i okazywania zainteresowania bez wydawania się zbyt agresywną. Zrozumienie tego tajnego języka może całkowicie zmienić twoją zdolność interpretowania interakcji społecznych. Nie chodzi tu o manipulację, ale o wzajemne zrozumienie. Każdy gest, każde spojrzenie niesie ze sobą historię, intencję, która wykracza daleko poza to, co jest powiedziane werbalnie. Klucz leży w starannej obserwacji, w zdolności dostrzegania szczegółów, które umykają większości mężczyzn. Te subtelne sygnały są jak małe okna, które się otwierają, pozwalając na zajrzenie w prawdziwe intencje kobiet. Dlatego przygotuj się na rozwój nowej umiejętności, zdolności do czytania między wierszami, do rozumienia tego, co nie jest powiedziane, ale jest intensywnie komunikowane przez ruchy, spojrzenia i pozornie bez znaczenia gesty. Feminine looks are true universes of nonverbal communication. When a woman fixes her gaze on you, there are fundamental nuances that reveal her true intention. Looking away is not a random movement. It carries deep meanings that can indicate anything from shyness to genuine interest. When she looks down, creating a moment of vulnerability, this gesture usually represents a complex combination of emotions. It can signify nervousness provoked by attraction, a subtle attempt to demonstrate submission, or even an indirect invitation for closer proximity. In this context, shame functions as a seductive and delicate body language. On the other hand, lateral gaze deviation generally conveys a completely different signal. When a woman looks away to the side, it likely indicates disinterest or discomfort. It's as if her body is literally pulling away, even if minimally, signaling that there is no connection or attraction at the moment. The intensity and duration of eye contact also reveal much. A prolonged look, even if brief, carries different energy. When she maintains eye contact for a few seconds longer than usual, it usually means that you've captured her attention. It's a silent invitation, an opening for a possible interaction. The quality of that gaze is also fundamental. There is a clear difference between a superficial gaze and one filled with interest. When her eyes shine, when there's a softness in her gaze, when it seems like she is genuinely observing you and not just glancing, you might be facing a sign of attraction. It is important to note that the correct interpretation depends entirely on the context, the environment, the social situation, the moment, and individual characteristics directly influence the reading of these signals. There is no universal rule that works in 100% of situations. The secret lies in sensitive observation, in the ability to perceive the subtle details that escape the majority. Each gaze tells a story. Each deviation can be a yet unrevealed chapter of a possible connection. Body direction is a silent language, but extremely revealing in social and romantic interactions. Imagine that your body functions as an emotional compass, instinctively signaling where your true interest lies. In this context, the feet become true nonverbal narrators of your deepest intentions. When you are in a social environment, like a bar, party, or gathering, pay attention to the direction of the feet of the person who interests you. If her feet are pointing directly at you, even subtly, it can be a powerful indicator that you've sparked her curiosity. It's as if her body is unconsciously oriented towards the person that captures her attention the most. The position of the feet works as an almost instinctive communication mechanism. Biologically, we tend to direct our bodies toward what attracts or genuinely interests us. When someone is really engaged in a conversation or attracted to another person, the feet naturally adjust, creating a kind of body alignment. This behavior goes beyond mere coincidence. Behavioral scientists identify this movement as a sign of openness and availability. In a scenario of potential romantic interest, feet pointed at you represent an unconscious willingness to be close, to maintain a connection. However, it is crucial to understand that this signal should not be interpreted in isolation. The social context, environment, and other body behaviors need to be considered. A set of converging signals offers a more accurate reading of true intentions. The subtlety of this behavior is fascinating. Most people don't realize that their feet are constantly narrating stories about their preferences and interests. It's such a natural body language that happens without any conscious effort, revealing layers of communication that go far beyond words. Therefore, the next time you're interacting in a social environment, discreetly observe the position of the feet. They might be revealing secrets that the lips haven't yet pronounced. Learn to read this body language, and you will have a powerful tool to understand human interest and connection dynamics. The key lies in attentive observation, in the ability to perceive the details that go unnoticed. Each movement, each body direction tells a story. You just have to be prepared to listen to it. Adjustments in appearance are true codes of nonverbal communication, especially when we talk about romantic interest. Playing with hair, subtly adjusting clothing, or making small touch-ups are almost imperceptible signs, but loaded with deep meaning. When a woman is interested, her body movements take on a special dynamic. Adjusting her hair is not just a casual gesture, but an unconscious strategy to attract attention. It's as if she is creating a small theater of seduction, where each movement functions as a subtle invitation. These behaviors are usually involuntary and reveal an internal desire to appear more attractive. A woman may not be fully aware that she is making these adjustments, but her body is naturally seeking to seem more interesting to the person who awakens her attraction. The connection between confidence and these gestures is impressive. When someone feels attracted, they automatically boost their self-esteem during the interaction. Subtle adjustments act as a kind of preparation for potential closeness, a delicate way of signaling availability. It's not just vanity, but an ancestral behavior of attracting the attention of a potential partner. Behavioral scientists identify these movements as remnants of mating strategies present in our evolutionary heritage. Observe the details: a light touch on the neck, a discreet adjustment of the neckline, a special way of arranging hair behind the ear. Every movement carries a message. They are like small codes that only those who are attentive can decipher. The subtlety lies precisely in the naturalness of these gestures. They seem random, but in reality, they are loaded with intentionality. A woman will hardly make these adjustments in front of someone for whom she does not harbor any type of interest. The key is in sensitive perception. It's not enough to just see. You need to interpret. Every movement tells a story. Every adjustment can be a silent invitation for closeness. Develop your observational capacity, and you will unlock an entire universe of nonverbal communication. So, pay attention to the small details. They can reveal much more than words about someone's true interest. Body language is a fascinating language. You just need to learn to listen to it. Feminine laughter and smiles are true codes of nonverbal communication, especially when we talk about romantic interest. Every laugh, Every smile carries a unique energy that goes far beyond a simple gesture of cordiality. When a woman genuinely laughs in your presence, it can be a powerful indicator of emotional connection. We are not talking about that generic, polite smile, but rather about spontaneous laughter that arises naturally during the conversation. The intensity and authenticity of that laughter reveal much about her real interest. A friendly smile is different from a smile filled with romantic interest. In the first case, it's a superficial gesture, almost procedural. In the latter, there's a special brightness in her eyes, a different energy that transcends the simple act of smiling. It's as if every laugh were a silent invitation, a subtle way of showing that you've awakened something special in her. Neuroscience explains that laughter releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, hormones associated with pleasure and well-being. When a woman laughs often in your company, her body is literally signaling a positive connection. It's a physiological response to comfort and attraction. Pay attention to the frequency and context of these laughs. If she laughs at your jokes, even at those that are not so funny, there is likely an interest that goes beyond mere cordiality. Humor serves as an emotional bridge, a way to create intimacy without seeming too direct. There are subtle nuances in this communication. Nervous laughter may indicate shyness provoked by attraction. A more controlled laugh may represent more discreet interest. Each variation tells a story. Each sound carries an intention. The key is in the sensitivity to perceive beyond the obvious. It's not just about counting how many times she laughed, but about feeling the quality of those moments. How is that laughter produced? Is there a sparkle in her eyes? Is there a touch of complicity? Developing this perception requires practice and attention to detail. Each interaction is unique, and each woman has her own way of communicating interest. The secret is to be truly present, to catch the subtleties that go far beyond words. So, the next time you are talking, pay attention to the laughter. They may be revealing secrets that the lips have yet to pronounce. The language of laughter is fascinating. You just need to learn to listen to it. Connection signals reveal much about a woman's true interest. A touch, even if seemingly casual, can be a strong indicator of her intention. Imagine a light contact on your arm during a conversation, a nearly imperceptible brushing of hands. These gestures do not happen by chance. They are subtle invitations for a closer approach. When a woman is really interested, she will seek to create moments of near physical contact. These may be quick and strategic touches that seem to happen by accident, but in reality, they are completely intentional. It's as if her body is sending silent messages of interest long before any word is spoken. The curiosity she shows about your life also serves as a powerful indicator. Personal questions, a genuine interest in knowing your thoughts, experiences, dreams, all of this reveals a desire for connection that goes beyond mere cordiality. When she makes an effort to understand who you are, how you think, and what moves you, you have likely awakened something special in her. These moments of exchange are not random. They represent an emotional openness, a willingness to build a deeper connection. Positive feedback during interaction, whether laughter, knowing glances, or increasingly personal questions, signals that you are on the right track. Authenticity is fundamental in this process. Women generally seek genuine connections, moments where they can be completely themselves. When she feels comfortable revealing details about her life, when the moments of conversation flow naturally, it is a strong indicator of genuine interest. The secret lies in the ability to perceive these subtle nuances. It's not about deciphering a complex code, but being truly present in the moment, observing the small details, feeling the energy of the interaction, understanding what is not being said directly. Each gesture, each question, each touch can be a window into understanding her true feelings. The language of connection goes far beyond words. It's a silent dialogue, full of meanings and possibilities. You just need to be attentive, to be sensitive, and to allow this communication to happen naturally. The frequency of meetings reveals much about a woman's true interest. When she starts creating opportunities to be close, it is not by chance. These are subtle strategies of approach that go unnoticed by those who are not attentive. Notice how she seeks moments to interact in different social environments. If you constantly find her in the same places, if she seems to coincidentally be where you are, they are likely not coincidences. These are calculated movements to create possibilities for contact. The start of conversations also serves as a powerful indicator. When a woman makes a point of initiating conversation, of finding reasons to start a dialogue, it usually means something beyond mere cordiality. She is building bridges, establishing connections that go beyond mere chance. These repeated meetings do not happen by mere accident. They represent an elaborate approach strategy. It's as if every meeting is a piece of a puzzle, gradually constructing the possibility of a deeper connection. Notice how she always seems available when you cross paths, an almost calculated availability, but presented naturally. She may subtly adjust her own routine to create these opportunities for interaction. The persistence of these meetings carries a message. It's not just coincidence, but a genuine desire to establish a connection. Each approach represents a bridge being built, a silent invitation for a more intimate interaction. Pay attention to the details. How does she react when you meet? Is there a special sparkle in her eyes, a different energy in how she approaches? These are signs that reveal much more than words can express. It is also important to note that this frequency needs to be analyzed in the broader context. Not every multiple encounter signifies romantic interest. The quality of interaction, the type of conversation, the shared energy, all of this counts in the correct interpretation of signals. The key lies in sensitivity, being truly present, observing beyond the obvious, feeling the genuine intention behind each approach. The language of frequent meetings is complex, filled with nuances and hidden meanings. Time to wrap up our conversation with a bang. The signals we've revealed are true clues to deciphering female interest. Each gesture, each previously constructed gaze converges to a profound understanding of nonverbal communication. Those who learn to interpret these secret codes gain an incredible advantage in the world of relationships. Transform this journey into practical knowledge. Observe, feel, and connect. It's not just about conquering, but about understanding the complex dance of attraction. True seduction happens when you realize that each signal is a window to genuine emotions.